We are live right now. I've got Mr. Jeff Gutt sitting in front of me. Eric Kretz, drummer and frontman. Welcome, welcome.
Goot.
Goot, I'm sorry.
Goot.
Excuse me, man.
It's all right,
I'm sorry.
it's all good.
I'm sorry.
Happens.
Yeah. So, I know that STP as a whole has been here before. I don't know if you've been down to Kansas City before,
I have
man.
not. It's my first time.
All right, man. Well, welcome.
So be gentle.
Hey, man, I'll go as easy. I hit the hard-hitting interviews, okay? The hard ones, you know.
Yeah.
So I've seen a bunch of interviews, I've seen a bunch of footage now with you stepping into those big shoes to fill. So, we can beat that to death again, or we can talk about sort of like what I'm curious about, which is the very first record that you ever bought. The very first record, the very first vinyl record. What about you, Eric? You know what it was?
Yeah, it was ELO, Out of the Blue.
Was it really?
Yeah, I was probably like around 10 years old. It was just...
Saved up your pennies and went to do it?
Yeah.
Do you know yours?
Yeah, the first one I actually bought was Huey Lewis and the News, Sports.
What about first cassette? Mine was Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet.
Oh, man.
Saved up the money, went to the mall.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Mom took me, I was all excited. Do you know your first cassette you ever bought?
I don't remember the first cassette.
Yeah, that's a little tough. I'm sure it would have been like Zeppelin 4 or Zeppelin 3,
Something like that.
somewhere in there.
I was just listening to that today.
Do you remember your first CD you ever bought? The first compact disc you ever bought? It's crazy how they've kind of gone by the wayside, you know?
I remember the first one I listened to, it blew me away. My buddy's dad had a lot of money, so he had a really nice, huge stereo system.
The bigger it was, the better.
The huge speakers, and it was some kind of Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon or something. We just sat there and went, holy crap, this is incredible.
Do you remember yours, Jeff?
It's probably Dark Side of the Moon, because I bought that like 7,000 times in my life.
That's the one you've always replaced since
it's
always.
Like it was always like above my the visor on the, we always had the things that you put them in there.
Yeah.
Why does Dark Side of the Moon always disappear?
It's the one thing everyone steals.
Absolutely, all the time.
And I bet you still have your Bon Jovi CD, so it's probably just like...
That was a cassette.
I lost it. I don't have any of my cassettes from when I was young, or cassettes at all, man. Even my CDs, I think I've gotten rid of those. I got a massive amount of vinyl, you know. Like,
great,
I'm a big nerd about that, I guess.
Yeah.
Now this one everybody seems to have a hard time with, except for my wife. My wife somehow knows that Hooray for Boobies from Bloodhound Gang was the very first download she ever bought.
Oh man,
you know
I
what
have
I'm
no
like?
idea.
I think because it's not tangible. You know what I mean? Like it's you remember that.
You can't read through the
lyrics.
lyrics.
Isn't that true? It's so not fun to download. It's not like you go, oh my God, look, it's spinning, the wheel's spinning. Oh great, I'm so excited. It's not like peeling off the plastic and then
fighting that CD case just to get that damn thing open.
I remember when you bought Zeppelins In Through the Outdoor, and it's like you got to like color the parts, and then there was a couple different album covers, so it's in the paper bag, and you're like, which one am I going to get?
Dude, I found an old Kiss Love Gun, and I opened it up, and they had the whole the gun they sold with it, the cardboard piece that was inside of it. I was like, look at this.
Yeah.
All right, final question on my serious, hard-hitting questions. Very first concert you ever went to? Very first concert you ever went to?
It was the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
And then I went to a Jeff Healey concert like right around the same time. So.
Oh, you got to see Jeff. Nice.
I did. Yeah, it was great.
Lucky you. Man, I got lucky when I was 11 years old. Out in the Bay Area in California, we have Day on the Greens. So I got to see Peter Frampton, Leonard Skinner, Santana, and the Outlaws.
Not bad.
And Skinner was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, Skinner was amazing, and of course Frampton was incredible. That was Frampton Comes Alive tour, so he was doing that for 2 years.
Skinner, I think, is calling it quits. Aren't they doing their final run?
Yeah,
Did you see that?
So, yeah.
So, well,
But man, I got to see them in their bell-bottom glory. It was awesome.
You were rocking your own bell bottoms, weren't you?
So recently, I went on eBay to see if I could find a T-shirt from that concert.
Yeah.
They want $2,000 to $3,000 for an original T-shirt. So
stocked up.
Anybody that's here at the festival, save your T-shirts because
there you go.
In 20 years from now, it's going to be worth a few grand.
You never know. Now, you guys are hopping on the stage tonight at 7:05. I'll be bringing you out, doing the stage announcement. Looking forward to seeing you in action, man.
Thank you, brother.
Jeff sounded great.
You're sounding good. What we've heard, off the self-titled album that came out a couple weeks back, sounds good, sounds solid.
Thank you.
I think you guys found the right fit here, man, for sure.
Our vinyl's out too now, so you can pick up the vinyl.
I'll be on my way to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Monday morning.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank
Break
you,
the
brother.
leg.
All right, great,
Appreciate
man.
you.